Hi there, I'm a former Citrix admin and will be sharing several tips and fixes that I've learned over the years. This problem deals with an issue of renaming a published VDI name and it not taking effect or seemingly not taking effect. I'll demonstrate the problem so you can see what I'm talking about here. So I'm going to go over to my environment here and select to log on to StoreFront. And log in as user 1. And you see I have a desktop available to me and it is called Desktops. So let's go back to my environment here. And as we'll see in Studio for my delivery group, we have a delivery group name called Desktops coincidentally. And we'll edit the delivery group. And we'll look at the machine assignment rules here. And we'll see it's called Desktops and Desktops. So that coincides with what we saw in StoreFront. Also in terms of the user settings, we have a description as desktops as well. Now let's say we want to change this for some reason. Management or the higher ups have asked us to change that name to something a little more descriptive. So let's edit this and change this to W10 Desktops, identifying the operating system that we have on the desktops. And we'll say OK. And we'll come to the user settings and call this W10 Desktops as well. Select OK. All right, so we would expect now for that user that logs in to see that in StoreFront. So let's have them log out and log back in. Get this right. There we go. And it still says desktops. So even if I do a F5 refresh browser screen, still says desktops. We were anticipating it would have said W10 desktops. So how do we fix this? Obviously, it cannot be done via the Studio GUI. So let's go back to our delivery controller. And I have this kind of description here of what is going on here in terms of it failing to change the name for any user which launched the desktop or saw the old name. There are actually 2 Citrix articles referenced here that you can dig into to get further details. But basically, if we're going to change it for a specific user, what we need to know is the machine name that that user is attaching to. And we're going to use a couple commands. The first one is Get-BrokerMachine MachineName, the name of the domain, and the machine name itself. And then we're going to use the Set-BrokerPrivateDesktop command to assign that specific machine a specific published new name. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this and we'll check the value of what this returns. So I'll come back to the delivery controller and Studio. And we can launch PowerShell from here, actually. And we have all the Citrix related plugins already available if you do it this way. And I'll run the command, again, broker machine name, dash machine name of the domain, and the particular machine we're targeting. Hit enter. And in the properties that we're looking at here, we see that the published name is blank. So basically it's inheriting what initially was set in that delivery group. Now, again, if we want to modify that, we're going to use the set broker private desktop machine name, published name, and the new name. We're going to call it W10 Desktop. Actually, let's change that to Desktops. Copy that. Go back over here to PowerShell and scroll down. Paste that in. Enter. Now if we go back as the user and do a refresh here, W10 Desktops, the name has changed. So now, as the user logs in, they're going to see the updated name going forward, W10 Desktops, and the issue is now resolved for any pre-existing user. You'll need to use this either for each user, or as mentioned, there is a script available that you can modify in one of those CTX articles to update all the particular machines in a particular delivery group. All right, that's your tip for today. Thanks for watching.